Hi, Megan Kelly here with the Blue and Gold, here to give you a look of what's going on inside Syria today. The Arab Spring was a massive social and political revolution in several Muslim nations in late 2010. The first protests began in Tunisia, a country that is on the northern coast of Africa and borders Libya and Algeria, nations that also became caught up in the wave of revolution. It all started with the self-immolation of Mohammed Bouazizi in response to the confiscation of his wares by government officials. In March 2011, overall, the Arab Spring affected these nations in the order of Tunisia, Algeria, Lebanon, Jordan, Oman, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Yemen, Djibouti, Sudan, Iraq, Bahrain, Libya, Kuwait, Morocco, and Mauritania. The nations that rebelled, Syria not only had economic sanctions placed against it by several Western nations, but severe internal measures placed against its own citizens, such as the restriction of freedom of speech and the possibility of being arrested and detained at any time by security forces. Many of those who took part in the demonstrations against the government are a younger generation of Syrians who are under the current presidency of Bashar al-Assad, which has had high unemployment rates and restriction on the internet access. The restriction is due to that information about what takes place inside the country could be leaked. Major players in the Syrian civil war are the Syrian Arab Republic, or what was the official government of Syria, which is led by President Bashar al-Assad, who is a part of the Arab Socialist Ba'ath Party, who has held control of Syria since the 8th of March revolution in 1963. The official government of Syria is being supported by the Revolutionary Guards of Iran and the Hezbollah Party of Lebanon. Opposition figure in Syria at the moment is the Syrian National Coalition, which is a collection of a majority of opposition groups which have merged together in November 2012 in Doha, Qatar. The coalition was created after the merging of several opposition groups, the largest being the Syrian National Council, which had been created on August 23, 2011 in Istanbul, Turkey. The Syrian National Council holds 22 of the 63 seats in the council, a majority of whom are former personnel members of the Syrian Armed Forces. Officially recognized the Syrian National Coalition in November of 2012 are Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, France, Turkey, Italy, the UK, and Spain. In early December 2012, Spain, Denmark, Norway, and the Netherlands, Germany, Belgium, Luxembourg, the United States, and Australia also recognized the coalition as the representative of the Syrian people. According to the UN's count, the death toll in Syria has now risen to over 60,000. The major cities that have been affected by the war is the capital of Damascus, Aleppo, and Homs, as well as the surrounding communities. The countries with the largest count of Syrian refugees in order is Jordan, Lebanon, Turkey, Iraq, and the Iraqi Kurdistan, though internally there are over 1.5 million Syrians that internally displaced due to the conflict. The most recent news on the battle for Syria is that US, German, and Dutch troops under the command of NATO are going to operate Patriot air missiles in response to the Syrian government's barrage of Syrian towns on the Syrian-Turkish border. The Turkish-Syrian border seems to be around 300 miles or so. For information coming from inside Syria, one can follow the links below to the Syrian Conflict page on BBC America, as well as the Syrian Uprising Facebook page. There is also a Syrian National Council Facebook page. Thank you for watching the Blue and Gold's coverage of Syria.